And we are live and direct, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the proverbial building.
There you go.
This is your main man, Coach Fah. We got Jay live in effect. We about to
Peace.
have a few more guests in a little bit, but so yeah, say your shit, say your stuff, man.
What
It's
you what I
Knicks
got to
night.
say, man? You know what it is, man. It's playoffs time, man. This is what we've been waiting for. This is, this is what it's all about right here, man. This is why you suffer through 82 games year in, year out, knowing that it's going to be about ping pong balls because eventually, when you catch the 25th pick and the 25th pick and you turn them into a Grimes and you turn them into a Quickly and then you catch some RJ Barrett and you catch some Obi Toppin in the draft, you know what I'm saying? And then you get a little nepotism cracking off in the front office and you get some Brunson going, you know what I'm saying?
Bang, bang, bang,
This is what
bang.
happens. We
This
here.
is exactly what happens.
We here.
Beautiful things, Aguan.
Right. You even got Randall with the thumbs up right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new season.
It's when things go right, they just seem to go right.
Yeah, man. Winning cures
When they
all,
go
right?
wrong, they go wrong. But when they
Winning
go
cures all.
right, so all right, let's jump right into this wonderful little intro. We'll be right back.
It's just me in my car, loving the Knicks and talking about what I see. You know what this is.
All right.
Yeah. Next minute live. So next minute came from me doing Knicks spots in my whip. Just real quick, few minute joints in the car on what I was feeling about the games and stuff. Started doing that back in the day.
No doubt.
And so now I'm doing the next minute live because those are a little bit longer shows where we get to dive in a bit more and kind of vibe this out.
Love it.
So, all right, I put up a couple of things. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. It seems as though my internet wants to be an ignoramus.
Mm-mm.
So, if something pops off, unfortunately, worry not. We're just gonna keep hard charging and keep going. But part of that is I got this wonderful video set that I put together, and of course, because the internet is acting stupid all of a sudden, it's taking forever to load.
All good.
So I am going to show this wonderful video from these wonderful folks at the Nick Wall that's going to get us nice and excited. And then my cousin, my albino brother, Danny B, will be in the building, and it'll be Once the Guinness on, and I'm giddy. The excitement, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm giddy. But while we dealing with that, let's go and have some fun with what we like to call the big shout out to DJ Red Alert.
Yeah.
Y'all don't
Uncle
know.
Red.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, but yeah, they don't know. But I saw this earlier and I was just so impressed I had to share it with y'all. So
Word.
let's go.
Go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go to hell. The Jalen Brunson sweeps, the saddest sweepstakes ever.
Jalen Brunson is the answer.
The most self-sabotaging organization resides at MSG. Why don't you raise a banner for that?
Tom Thibodeau, that's going swimmingly at your local AARP club.
They had a guy who desperately wanted to be there, and then they puked all over themselves.
Julius Randle, who's borderline untradeable.
I wanted Donovan Mitchell in New York. I shut my mouth. I didn't say a word. You still couldn't get Donovan. Nothing ever gets done in New York with the Knicks. Nah.
So I don't know. I don't feel like it's going that great. I don't feel like it's a great plan, but maybe I'm wrong. Yes, sir!
I want to watch the
Knicks are legit.
And I told the world the Knicks were going to be in the thick of things. Jalen Brunson is probably one of the best creative pickups in NBA history.
And Jalen Brunson is the answer. And Jalen Brunson is the answer. Julius Randle, who's borderline untradeable.
How do you guys feel? I know fans love quickly. Like the game is different the second he steps on the court.
Well, Quickly's my guy. If I'm Philly and I'm Milwaukee and I'm the Celtics, I'm trying to stay clear of the Knicks as much as possible.
Everybody in the Eastern Conference playoff bracket. Take
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Outstanding. Great work. And ladies and gentlemen, as promised, in the building,
What is up, man? Coaches.
the newest daddy in the building, my brother.
What's up, guys? Yo, that video, man.
Papa
That
lost
video
big
is
side of the East Coast.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's what's
How you
up.
guys doing, man? Jay, I haven't talked to you in forever. Coach, it's
Yeah.
been a long time coming, bro.
Yo, bruh. Good to see you. You're doing great work. I know you was just on another show. Tell us about that before we jump in.
Yeah, definitely. I was on I got Jay Ellis' show on Nick of Time over there with those guys, Lee and Ryan. George from Introverse was over there hanging out. Terry from Terry and Trey was hanging. So it was a good time, man. We had a lot of good discussion, talking about the Cavs and the Knicks, the matchups, and what to kind of look out for, with all that stuff. So it was a great conversation. I think they're still hanging out over there too. So definitely, man. I had to jump ship. I had to come through and say what's up. You know what I mean? I tried to get it all at once. I figured, let me hit the podcast, make the rounds. You know what I'm saying, in one night.
The car wash.
But
Yeah,
that's why you the man, bro. That's why you the man. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know, if he had a game, he wouldn't be able to be here because he'd be at the game.
Facts,
Daddy
man.
B is the most I'm gonna be at the gamest dude I've ever met in my whole life because he's always at
Got
the
him,
game.
man.
You do, man.
Dude, the
Yeah,
vibe
man,
is great at the Garden, especially playoff time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Immaculate.
Oh yeah. And you look good. You look good, Danny.
I appreciate that, bro. That's that fatherhood shine on me.
Yeah,
man.
see, I didn't even have to say it because
Already
again,
know.
the immaculate vibes.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of the season, I did this little tribute video. I am the tribute video guy. Just understand that. So, enjoy it as we go back.
Great beat, bro. Great beat.
So they are ready to go.
Yes, sir.
We are ready to go. We are the mighty 5th seed this
right.
year.
The dangerous.
The dangerous, mighty 5th seed. Remember, State used to be like the mighty 4th seed and was holding real fast to the mighty 4th seed, Daddy? Remember that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Oh, that was classic. Yeah. Oh, the 4th seed is terrible. Well, it's just never gonna be nothing. And I could understand that, but I saw that it wasn't about the 4th seed that year. It was the fact that we made the playoffs.
Right.
Because I saw the upward trajectory. And last year, it took a turn. But I still understood that what we needed was a quality point guard. Somebody that could invigorate the crew and get folk going. Because Randall couldn't do it by himself. I just was like, hold fast, don't do no stupid fire-ins, hold fast. And right now, I feel like even though it's the 5th seed, we have the best chance of getting out of the first round. You know, it's different. This is a completely different squad from what we've been looking at. And it's built into something I feel like I could talk shit about.
People got to realize success is not always a straight line. You know?
Yo, I've been saying that, Jay. It's not linear, man. All progress is not linear.
Like when you consider who won the championship last year, and you consider the lottery picks that they earned to get there. You know what I'm saying? After a dynasty, all from injuries, of course. But still, point is, success is not a straight line. So yeah, we made the playoffs, then we didn't make the playoffs, and everybody's like, same old Knicks. But no. It's not the same old Knicks.
Not at all.
Because unlike 2013, this is sustainable. This is actually a young core that we didn't have back in 2013. 2013, it was like the Expendables. Everybody was, this was their last hurrah. You know what I'm saying?
The plantar fasciitis crew.
Yeah.
It's different.
And that was a beautiful season. Don't get me wrong.
It was.
But this is more like when the Warriors got rid of what's your boy's name?
Monte Ellis.
Monte Ellis. Yes, this is more like that. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning of something. This is not the end of something.
100%.
It's not a one-off. So
and look at the video that Fah just played, right? Like you look at how far we come. Like look at how much has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like look where Farron Hunt is. You know what I'm saying? Look where Fournier is. You know what I'm saying? Starting shooting guard. You know what I'm saying?
He was to start the year. He really was.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's just it's crazy, the transformation, and that's the thing is, you know what I'm saying? It's an 82 game season, and it took Tibbs until December 4th is the date, and like I don't want to make up a play on it like, it's a day that'll live in infamy because it's like, but it is because that was when a change was enacted and it reverberated throughout the entire lineup. It reverberated throughout the league because the Knicks literally started making strides, right? And the roller coaster of a season, right? They had man, it was we
were mid. We were 500 pretty much. It was
like 5 up, 5 down.
Yep, every time.
It was nuts, man, up and down. But through every stretch, they showed you more and more, right? Like the first stretch where they started stringing together wins. You're like, okay, like this is good, and you're seeing them move the ball a little bit, and you're starting to see a little bit more cohesion, and then they took a step back, and it's like, all right, well, you just showed me you could do that, so then they got back there, then they took another step forward, then they took a step back, and it's like they showed you along the way that, as a guy went down, you had other guys step up and kind of fill the voids that those guys left. And those were moments where the team kind of came together and took steps forward. You know what I mean? Every time that we took steps, it was when guys went down and other guys had to, step up and step up big. And they did that. You know, look at when Mitch Robb went down and Hartenstein came in and really upped his game big time, right? And he really found himself, found a rhythm. Guys like Deuce started coming together towards the end of the season when he started getting some more minutes, you know, started shooting with more confidence. Everybody was waiting for that G League play to kind of translate to the league. Started seeing that a little bit. Grimes, you know what I mean? The confidence is there now. IQ had a rough go.
You
know what I'm saying? And his defense, he leaned on that hard, but he never wavered his confidence. And of course it comes because the confidence came from the defense. You know, and it's like all these little things came together, and the Knicks, right, made all these strides, and they started making statements where, you know, the Knicks are for real. You got to start taking the Knicks for real. At some point in this season, every Knicks fan pretty much took a look at this team and said, this team is in every game, right? And then at another point in the season, they came to a point where they said, this team can win every game. And it's like, those are the transformations you're looking for from your team within a given season. And now we're here. And the best part about it is one of our key guys in RJ Barrett had an up and down season. It really hasn't had a great season for the most part, right? So we've done all of this with him still not playing to the best of his abilities.
When he turns on.
Right. There's so many different layers, so many onions. Like Coach Fah said, man, Jalen Brunson has been remarkable. I don't think anybody has, foreseen the leap that he took this year whatsoever. I mean, you knew that there was room for it for sure, but the level he took it is just, man, that guy's a dog. He's a killer.
Yes.
Cold killer. Top 5 in clutch points, you know, throughout the season. I want to say top 3, I'm pretty sure.
Cold. And Sims too, man. Sims filling in when Hartenstein had to come in, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody, man. IQ when Brunson went down in Boston.
Jericho, Kawhi Leonard, Sims. Because that dude don't have no facial expressions, not whatsoever. Great dunk, bad play. Yes, that dude is just straight up and down 25 and 25. He's just 50 crazy. All the time. You know, I mean, I remember. For real, he's just. I mean, he's a handsome cat, super built. He reminds me of Ty Mock from The Last Dragon. Go back. Ladies and gentlemen, he probably knows.
The coach knows. He's like, I didn't get no reaction.
If you ain't seen it, go back and go watch The Last Dragon with a little time out, and then go look at Jericho Sims. You're gonna be like, is that it? Are they family? Oh my goodness, he got good hair. Anyway, dude, I'm sorry. I kind of like. I love grinder guys. I love them. You know, they hard hat. They come to work and they go and just do it. Sims is like that. Hart is like that.
That's the one right there.
Stein is like Hart. Hart was.
And the wild thing, man, you really can't front on Tibbs in the sense because we know as a fan base we give him a hard time, right? Because
we all do.
We all know
we got
coming in what the stereotypes were, what the preconceived notions were. He's gonna, he's gonna grind somebody's knees into the ground with too many minutes. He's gonna focus only on defense and not on offense. He's not gonna make adjustments, and he's been making adjustments all year. And for me, it's like it's not just in tandem with the front office, the decisions you make, but it's your ability to pivot. You know what I'm saying? So benching Fournier was huge, right? And then deciding. I hate to say it, man, but giving up on Cam Reddish was huge. Because it's like, I'm not gonna play this dude.
You have to make a decision, and you have to go forward and not look back.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't suck, but he's not for me. Go get somebody for me, and then lo and behold, here comes Josh Hart.
And they did that, and
with a Derrick Rose-esque freaking entrance into the.
And you're sitting Derrick Rose. That takes a lot of guts too. You know what I'm saying? That's your guy right there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but because Derek knows it. You know, Tibbs is his guy. That it's okay. They kind of had to understand it. I feel like they had to understand it for a while.
Wasn't Rose advocating for Deuce McBride to get more minutes?
Yes.
At some point?
Yes.
So he knows. You know, he's a team guy. But I mean, that's the beauty of this team, man. It's like they're for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no fighting for the first chair between Randall or RJ. They're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Right. They have a point guard that's like, and the thing I love the most about Brunson is like just game face all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like just like game face, like just kind of. You know, he reminds me of Pedro Martinez in a sense.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying? Just the look on his face kind of gives me that like Pedro on the mound kind of vibe.
Just
you know
focus.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
He's focused,
but
man.
like calm and in the zone.
Yeah, like, all right, who's your daddy? I'm gonna show you real quick.
No, you know what, Jay? Like, I like that. I like what you said. Like, because in terms of like everybody kind of just doing it, right? Because during media day the other day, RJ was asked a question about like how he's felt like the fits worked out throughout the season with everybody, and that's what he pointed to. Is he said like I've learned this season specifically that you could take a bunch of guys that are really good and figure out how to fit them together and play the best ball together and not just make it about. He's like, because it's not that, and he said exactly what you just said, Jay. It's not about the individual. It's about who's got the hot hand, sharing the ball, and let's get the win. At the end of the day, it's about the win.
I'm waiting. I'm looking forward to Mitch really leaning into that because he does it with his play. But then obviously you hear the stuff going on the side where you wonder, okay, does he realize how vital and important he is, even with 6 points in the game or 4 points in the game, with points in the game? He is the anchor.
Will do it.
He just must not like
will do it.
This is his first playoff run because we didn't have him against Capella a couple of years ago, and that was the difference.
I think this time, once he gets in it and he understands it for himself, I think he'll understand it. I think he'll lock in. Now, I'm sorry, because saying that makes it look. Daddy know the juices. He's seen this smile before. I'm trying to hold it because, listen, all exuberation and all jubilation aside, if he plays and locks in and understands how, number one, how important he is to this team.
Right, because they're going to go after
vital. And
they're going to try to get him in foul trouble.
How good he actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Folk gonna kill me for this, but I don't really care at this point in my life. We have the makings of a championship team. Some folk have to rise to the occasion that have played the mid-grade for a little while, but I think we can beat this. Okay, I can't do that. We're gonna do that later on in the show. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. So you know what I gotta do? I gotta do something. I gotta do something for Danny B. This is more for Danny B than it is for anybody else right now. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
All right.
The manual quickly action figure.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We got that new Knick gear, getting ready for the new season. We got the new Emmanuel Quickly action figure. Bum, bum, bum. Complete with 90-something% free throw accuracy and a nasty floater. Oh, and this Emmanuel Quickly hits the three like it's water. Splash. Get it early before the holiday seasons and Christmas and Hanukkahs and things. Go get your Emmanuel Quickly New York Knicks action figure. Get it now.
The Emmanuel Quickly action figure.
Ain't no stopping, OB topping. Ain't no stopping, OB topping.
New shit.
Ain't nobody as cool as a cat that could come off the bench and score 25, 30 points like it ain't nothing. I'm talking about the brand new OB topping do-rag. Ain't nobody cooler in a red do-rag than OB topping. Go get your topping. Go get your rag. Ain't no stopping. Playoffs, baby.
I love it, bro. I love it. First of all, I haven't heard that in so long.
Yeah.
Jay, I don't know why, but the first time I heard that, I had his voice stuck in my head. That's stuck in my head, man.
Yo, my wife the other day was humming it.
I'm telling you, bro. You gotta make a jingle, bro. And I'm telling you, you got it. You have it. I'm telling you.
Dude,
You got it
man.
somewhere in your bag. Make a jingle for somebody.
And
Put that
Baka
money.
Pages was actually supposed to be on the show tonight, but unfortunately the schedules couldn't. But he's gonna be on the show at another joint. We gonna do something together.
Shout out to
'Cause,
Baka Back Pages. Steve, that's
yo,
my guy,
big
bro.
shout. Dude, the Emmanuel quickly flow shirt.
Love
Yes,
it.
sir.
That's dope.
Dude, you know I hold it down for the creators and those who do their thing. I was wearing Papa Left's big 15 shirt earlier today.
That's what's up.
Yo,
Man,
I hold it all
we
down.
can't even go big 15 now. It's like
Well,
big-
no, it's like big
big
12, it's
9.
big 13.
It's the big 9, bro.
Once they settled on that rotation, man, it made all the difference, yo.
Dude,
Everybody knows their role now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like nobody's
that
worried
was
about
that was key.
I do want to kind of touch back on what Jay was saying about Mitch though, because like that's super important. Like as Mitch has been amazing this season. Like first of all, the progress he's made in terms of his poise, his positioning, right? He don't jump like crazy no more. Like he's very much more in control. He's very much more in terms of positioning. He knows where he has to be in terms of creating lanes for certain avenues, whatever side he's focusing on, seeing a play come in. But he's just been great. Top 3, top 5, I guess you got to say
picks
now.
his spots for the blocks now.
Yep,
he
the
tries
block.
to just go straight up and not jump as much.
One of the
And
best
then-
offensive rebounders in the league.
I don't know what his foul stats are looking like, but like I saw somebody talking about how they're going
Man.
to target him and try to get him in foul trouble early because they want to mitigate the offensive rebound issue.
Sure.
I don't think that's going to work, man.
No, you
And-
know why? Because you got so many other options for rebounding. You got if Randall's playing, you got Randall. If not, don't matter. You got Hartenstein. You got Josh Hart. You know what I'm
If
saying?
he
You
gets
got
in the foul
You got
trouble,
Josh
Sims can
Hart
fill
2
in.
weeks ago.
You got IQ, who's grabbing 6-7 damn rebounds a game.
True.
All of a sudden.
Everybody's grabbing bounds.
That's
That's,
true.
that's why. That's one of
That's
the biggest
been a
reasons that we've
focus.
been killing.
RJ too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude. RJ and Mitch don't come to play. If they come to win,
Yeah.
every other team facing us is in absolute trouble.
The thing about RJ that I love is if his jumper's not on, because his jumper can be streaky at times, he will just relentlessly just pick you apart, get to the paint, and find a way to get to the hole. That's the thing I love about RJ. And it's like, as much as we want to talk about his on and off or whatever, or his the streakiness or what have it.
You know what? The J, listen.
We
He
got
gets
Hoodie
to the
Johnson in
basket.
the building. Is
If-
Hoodie Johnson in the building?
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, my partner, my brother, Big Lee in the building. Knicks fans, stand back. It's the Jet Hoodie Johnson himself.
What's good, y'all? Good to see you guys, man.
Woo, woo.
Thanks for having me on, brother.
Yo,
I'm
you
sorry I'm late, man. I'm sorry I'm late, but
Everybody's
Nah,
like,
better late
gotta
than
get
never,
the
man.
money, man. Gotta get the funds. Gotta get the cash. Gotta get the dough.
facts.
No
Yo, but
doubt.
listen, real quick. I gotta put the bow on this Mitch take, right? Because this is important, and Jay brought it. I gotta close it, right? Like Mitch needs to realize how important he is to this team, like, and the fact that he's out there on social media making those comments, this and that. I understand he's already addressed it, all that, but the fact that he did it amidst all the success that team is having, gotta realize that you gotta put that to the side. You gotta keep that under wraps until later. You know what I'm saying? Get through the season. This
Somebody
team
get
comes
Ben
first,
Simmons
man.
on the phone and let him know what the points don't matter when you
That's
win.
all I wanted to say, is that was the purpose of all of that. Is that all that it's not needed right now. The team is doing well. Can't have any distractions like that, man. As much as you feel like that, I understand. You got to keep it for the benefit of the team.
Is
That's
Ben
what-
Simmons a Hall of Famer yet?
Hold on. We gonna get to that.
Wow.
We gonna get to that.
You got a
'cause
flex bomb.
We still gotta lay in on our Knickerbockers, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, as
we
an
gonna
example,
get to that.
as an example for Mitch.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
like-
about to make an example. Oh, sorry.
Is that the MPC in the background, Jay? You got
Yes,
the
sir.
okay,
2000 XL.
okay. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. It's hip hop.
Yeah,
It's hip hop is hip hop and hoops.
There's no spring chicken.
This is it.
Oh, man.
In the building, bro.
All right. So now that we got Lee in the building, I need to turn the energy up just a little bit.
Is that
You
Lee or
know-
Nixon 6?
That's Knicks in 6.
All right.
That's Knicks in 6. I got to turn the energy up. You know me and my tribute. So early in the show, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about the first team, the team that started.
From Iraq to Kuwait, word up, that's the station. Regulation, CNN, Channel 10, once again, walk. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer guy, me and you got big, I got big. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer guy, me and you got big, I got big. Yo, niggas try to shit on me and make history, supposedly. I was the man that was supposed to be the head of the clique. Lip seal, no niggas snitch. Go my die, I smoke bogey, swore like Shinobi. Shoot up your block to make you know me. You ain't ready yet, slow down and recollect. Stay in the car, I start for law body set. Yo, Allahu Akbar, look Paul, now I'm set. Air condition cooler system, yo, the tech glisten. On a mission, shoot your back out position. Found missing, 2-5 deep in prison. Kid listen, dying across like a Christian. So fuck you, plus your weak religion in disguise. Nowadays I cut pies, the invincible, untouchable. CNN, it's both face, written and go with A-pen. Channel 10, we break 10, win again. Kid, you on Pluto, homoed out just like Menudo, far from the sun. Can't feel the shit that I do. I stand in front of the judge about the lie, plus I'm high too. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer guy, me and you got big, I got big. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer guy, me and you got big, I got big.
Check it. I did it for the love of cash, your honor. Trafficking across the barrels on a coke and the marijuana. See my persona, glitters and gold. I like them other money getters who stack, turn quitters and fold. Cash and hydro, eyes low, looking Philippine dividos. Regulate, Empire State caked up. Raked up 100,000, now we all laced up. What? Shining, designer Lex, pearl lining. The final whining, cuisine sitting masterminding. Round table climbing to the top of New York. Won't stop till we get dropped on New York. Price of coke rise, Jake snatch my enterprise. A million more, rookie cops thinking they live. We survive, game tight like Virgin Nappy. Feds on our back, tracing tracks, the murder back.
2-5, we on the deadline, read the headline. Noriega blast with 9, move fakers, get your back blown in Jamaica. Lay you in the earth and curse you and your maker. I told you fools to stop fucking with the Mahdi, Arab Nazi, blow holes in your Versace. It's war's mega, with the arm legger. Been doing this since March 6 with Claw Mega. Gorilla, animal thugs with tripe looking. Your heart's took it and got blown to central booking. I'm Lad Illa, organized thug killer. Now you little monkey niggas wanna play gorilla. Officially, Mussolini, pump Hemi, insanity, temporarily, my plea. The Jakes never worry me as long as I'm free. For my niggas holding packs, nothing less than a G. Crime side.
Yeah.
All right.
CNN.
Energy.
Yo, first of all, that's the vibes that I'm on right now, period. Like, that's just the vibes that I'm on. Like,
yeah.
I think it's just that time of the night, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about these Knicks, right? I'm feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not crazy hyped. That man, that just captured my vibes, man. Let me ask you guys a question. What throughout the whole course of the season, there's been so much, you know, up and down and this and that, like, and so many great moments amongst it all, right? Like, you had 40-point games here, there, everywhere. Everybody freaking had a big game. You had a Deuce McBride game. You had a freaking Quentin Grimes coming out game. You had an Obi Toppin coming out game. You had a game for everybody, you know? Like, throughout the season, what games stick out in your head the most?
Julius Randle, game winner in the Garden against Miami.
Love it.
I was gonna say that one too. That was beautiful. RJ's dunk against Toronto to send the game into overtime, which actually she should have shot the foul to win the game. But anyway, That was fire too.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's so many Jalen Brunson games.
Jalen Brunson career high.
Bang bang.
And that was a win. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like there was a few games where Cats had highs and we didn't get the win, right? RJ had, I think, 46. Brunson had one where he had 44.
Randall's 50 something. Yeah.
All else, right? But later on through the season, you know, IQ career high, right? Win. Brunson ends up having another career high. Win. You know, it's just things kind of changed throughout the season. I feel like they kind of learned how to close, you know.
And low key, as much as it hurt, as much as it was a freak play, that Dallas game was probably the best game of the NBA season, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like even that L, as bittersweet as that L was, even though the L kind of worked in our favor at the end of the day.
I still can't believe that was a 40-something point turnaround. Like, holy
really.
We're getting that pick still, man. I don't care. I'm telling you.
Yes, we are. We're getting that 11.
keep that energy up, man.
Because Mark Cuban is Mr. Salty, boy.
Yo, that he is, man. Put his face on a salt shaker. Call it a day. For me, it's the weekend where we beat Miami in Miami, and then we went to Boston and beat Boston in Boston. Like, that whole weekend was just the way that Randall ended that game. You know what I'm saying? With like that crazy just ball off the floor, pick it up. That was nuts.
Wasn't that the game where Randall was smiling at Jaylen Brown at the foul line?
Yeah, at the free throw line, because he's like, man, I've been here before. Good luck.
And then he missed them both. Yes. Yes. Oh, good times.
I was watching the Bulls and Heat game last night, and you know, it comes down to a couple free throws late, you know, in the game and stuff. And I remember my wife watching, and she's like, "Oh, so that they have, you know," and she's counting the free throws already. I'm like, "Whoa, no, they don't." I'm like, "These are just because they're free. That doesn't mean they're automatic." I'm like, "There's
DeRozan's daughter, player of the year,
MVP.
boy.
No, they're not a given, man.
You watch that game, you just hear.
Gotta do the little things in the playoffs, man.
Yo, the little things, bro. Folks was like, yo, she was working harder than the daddy last night.
She killed it, man.
She did, man. I gotta give her love again. Go ahead.
Yo,
go ahead.
And Scotty Barnes post-game interview, they were like, you know, there's no denying that, you know, you heard her, you know, from the stands. You know, do you think it had any effect? And he's like, we missed 18 free throws. It clearly had an effect. Yo,
so here's the thing.
I was listening to a show this morning. They were talking about a team hasn't missed that many free throws in the postseason since like 1973. You know, I can't even remember who the hell it was that did it, but they had missed 19. I forget what it was. But that's a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? No correlation. 73, long ass time. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell are we doing with thundersticks?
Man.
When screaming children work better than thundersticks, what are we doing with thundersticks? Now, here's the problem. You're going to get a lot of parents bringing kids to scream at free throws. So now basketball games about to be wild noisy.
Not at Madison Square Garden.
Nah,
yeah,
they're
gonna be found
how
out.
much? You ain't paying that much money for those tickets and bringing your kid. No way.
Yeah, exactly. Not
No
12.5. Not for my
I
kid.
brought my daughter. I'm sitting up in 223. You know what I'm saying?
But those still ain't as high as the season tickets I had the year before last. Remember, Danny? I had you up in a bad corner.
Yeah. Nah, man. Honestly, like in the Garden, for the most part, I'm excluding those tight corners where like they have TVs up there for you to see, like literally because you can't.
But that's where we were.
Wow, yeah.
Other than that,
see, I'm down here.
Every seat's good, man.
I
I've been
paid
up on the
for
bridge.
that.
I'm down here in MSG
200.
South, and there's not a bad seat in the house.
Oh God, no, because you there where it's cheap.
Yeah.
You in the A?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I actually took a trip. I caught the Miami and the Orlando games, even though they lost both of them. But
Nice.
good times.
It's still,
Yeah,
it's
I
still
saw
awesome
the
to see him on the
pictures.
road.
No doubt.
And that's funny because they have such a great road record. Now, again, going back to it and getting off the nostalgias and the Woody Woo feelings, the reality of it, yo, they
I'm
are
sorry.
a great road team. Oh,
I'm sorry. I just want to say, Danny, my favorite game of the year is all the youngins scoring 30. So Obi and Q Dot scoring 30. 'Cause
Love it.
that's what we've been wanting to see for the past 2 years. We've been wanting to see the young guys play And even though the game is quasi meaningless, it means something to them.
Nah, that was a good one. That was up
They
there.
got extended minutes, and it's just good to finally see them all play at the same time and play well. And
I won
that's all we've
$100
been
on that
asking
game,
for.
bro. I had all
Oh,
three of
and
them
when-
over 20 plus points.
When
Hey,
Brunson
you
broke
get a buck.
Caruso, that one too. That Bulls game.
I love that, man. That's the visual.
Oh, as a matter of
I got
fact,
mad.
okay. On today on NBA TV on DirecTV, they had, I forgot what the show is, but they were showing the top 10. And what you just said was the number 3 play in their
Yeah.
top 10
Hell yeah.
of moves
Early.
made. He put that poor child Caruso on his booty. I mean,
Yep.
just side hip
Made
and
him touch
booty.
earth.
Oh my God, scorched earth. It was. It felt like a scene from Naruto. It was terrible.
There were so many moments, man. Beating Denver in the matinee game towards the end of the season, right?
Mhm.
Beating
Sweeping
Portland,
Denver.
important, right? Like there was so many great moments throughout the season, you know. And
Team the Mavs are scared of.
man, I'm ready for this Cavs matchup, man. I really am. I'm so
Alright.
amped. First of all, just to watch ball. You know what
Hold
I
on
mean?
a second, Danny.
Our team.
I know you gotta go, so I'm going to give you the 4. Tell us your prediction for the Knicks Cleveland game and you already started your feelings, but
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to give you the
I got
segue
you, bro.
into it. So hit it, my brother.
Man, so I originally said Knicks in 7, right? But then I hopped on the Nick of Time show earlier, and I got everybody over there getting me all hyped up, making me feel like Knicks in 6. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like in between. I don't like backing away from a take I already made. You know what I'm saying? So man, I don't know. Knicks in 6, Knicks in 7. Regardless, I think the Knicks have what it takes to beat this team. You see Darius Garland interview earlier today making mention that he thinks that his team's got the best bench in the league. I think that's crazy, out of his mind. I've been seeing Cavs fans talking, saying saying Darius Garland is on the same level as Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? Like just crazy things. Like when you break this team down, first of all, we've already beat you guys 3-1 throughout the season, right? So you got that there. You had Donovan Mitchell in the last post game saying, "Man, those guys were flying." You know what I mean? Flying. The last 2 weeks leading up out into the playoffs, Knicks weren't even playing their best ball, yet they still were getting 30 plus assists per game heading out of the season. You know what I'm saying? Moving that ball. Guys are cutting. Guys are moving without the ball. That's so big. And I think with or without Randall, the Knicks absolutely have a great shot. You know, I think that we definitely have more depth. I know that teams tighten up in the playoffs. It don't matter. We've been playing with a playoff, roster, a playoff, rotation. All freaking season. We're ready.
Yep.
We're so ready. Tibbs is ready. He's been making adjustments. I think his ability to continue making adjustments will be big. But you look at even that matchup, right? George from Introverse was mentioning this earlier, right? You look at Tibbs versus JB, Biggerstaff, and it's like I think Tibbs definitely got the hand up on that also. So, man, there's just so many things. Okay, you got Donovan Mitchell going off. No problem. Last game he went off, right? He had 7
Jalen Brunson was his wet blanket. Go off.
Man,
We've still got other
I'm
weapons.
not even worried. People talking about Jarrett Allen, right, being a problem for Jalen Brunson in the paint.
Mitch is
Dude,
here.
Jalen Brunson can operate anywhere, right? Like Jarrett Allen is glued to the paint, right? We're gonna be pulling him on a string, boom, 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 moving the ball, cutters here and there. I'm telling, I think that we have a great opportunity to really, come out and make a statement, and I think it's gonna shock the world, man. I really feel so.
My wife
I
calls
think
Jalen Brunson Iron Man.
He's absolutely an Iron Man.
Because of what she has seen of him this season.
Bro,
When he went out,
charges, man.
when he went out, she was shocked. She said, "Wait a minute, Iron Man got hurt?" That's literally what she said to me. She said, "Iron Man got hurt?"
Yep.
Dude,
He was a
that
tank
good?
all season. Season. I just wanted to end with the fact that the reason I'm thinking 6 or 7 is because this is the NBA's show in the first round. You know what I'm saying? The whole Donovan Mitchell saga before the season, the Knicks getting Donovan Mitchell, Oh, the Cavs came in and grabbed him. Oh my gosh. So now you got these two teams meeting up in the first round of the playoffs. This is NBA theater at its best. And that to me is why this is going to end up going 6-7 games.
Oh man, look. I'm gonna say this. You know how they say history, it doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme, right? So this time last year was Jalen Brunson's coming out party against Utah with Doncic missing, right? And now what do you have? Jalen Brunson against
Running the
Donovan
show.
Mitchell again with Randall might be missing or Randall hampered at the very least. Regardless, point being, Yo,
I see where you're going, Jay.
I don't
see
think
where you're going.
I don't think the league realizes what's happening here. When you have a team with a better road record on the road to start a series, and then they get to go home for game 3 and 4, which is why I'm personally on my Moses Malone until they lose. You know what I'm saying? 4. Straight up. Knicks in 4.
Wow.
That's just what I'm on. That's the type of time we on right now.
Wow.
Because I don't think the league understands that this team is clicking on all cylinders, that they actually have Mitch in the playoffs, which that Atlanta series would have been a whole different story if Capella wouldn't be talking half the stuff he was talking if Mitch was there.
Fair.
Because he was dealing with Nerlens Noel, which is,
Fair.
hustle,
Not
but
Mitch.
not as heavy, right? So now Mitch finally gets some playoff burn. Randall gets to redeem himself, and he gets to start on the road, which I think we all know that the Garden, you know what I'm saying, what it does to the home team, even though I think they're going to show out, the fact that they get to start on the road, if they can steal that first one, they know that if they can, you know what I'm saying, like, that's going to put all the pressure on Cleveland for that second one.
Yeah.
And then it's lights out. Because if you go home with a 2-0 lead, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself, we got to win the first one first. But I see 4. And I don't think I don't think the league is ready.
Enough. Y'all didn't Donovan Mitchell. Y'all didn't do anything I said they need to do.
That's what's gonna make Foe so beautiful.
Game. How are the Knicks gonna win against Cleveland?
They just won in Cleveland.
Season.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Season. It's not the playoff with the guy who got cut and get in the playoff.
Full disclosure, I'm the type of dude. I'm gonna be like Knicks in 4. If they lose game 1, I'm gonna say Knicks in 5. You understand?
Yeah.
So just so you know who you're talking to.
I'm the greatest Knicks fan next to Spike Lee. I know the Knicks. And they not gonna do nothing but make you mad.
All right.
Ain't nobody worried about him. Ain't nobody even studying him this year.
All right, I had to get that out, y'all. You know what I mean? Nappy B. Smith, boy, because that dude, yeah. Now,
no shade, no shade to the Cavs and the Cavs fans, man. They're a good team. They had a good season, but Knicks in 6, and I know Jared Allen is coming back, but the Knicks, he's not going to be offensively. He's not going to be a factor because the Knicks have the best defensive rating in the paint, right? So they don't give up many points in the paint, so he's not going to be a factor. Secondly, Jared Allen will have to be pulled away from the basket because Isaiah Hartenstein is going to be in there, and he'll be he won't be in the post. He'll be working the outside, and he'll be able to, get Deuce on the back cut. He'll be able to get Obi on the back cut, and that will open up the outside for the rest of the guys to be able to shoot. I think Quentin Grimes is going to be a factor shooting the ball. The Cavs don't have as many guys on the bench. Karis LeVert might be a factor for them, but he's going to have to play well every game. And that's just going to be difficult.
Hold on. Are you talking about Karis LeVert, the sixth man that comes off the bench for the Cavs?
Here's why.
The sixth
Spencer Dinwiddie light.
We got the sixth man of the year
for them. Yeah, that's
man of the year.
That's the thing, is that if you go player by player, right? Brunson cancels out what Spider can do offensively, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have Garland and you have Randall. I'm just speaking offensively, canceling their guys out, right? So we have Quickly, who's coming off the bench. who's going to match up with Grimes. You're not going to have Okoro or Seti Osman. Those guys are not going to be able to match up offensively.
I'm
So
talking about. It's insane.
scoring, it's going to be, there's going to be a barrage of scoring. So Karis LeVert is going to have to play well for them every game in order for them to even be in it. So, Jay, I know, and I'm not even considering. Forget it. I throw out the 3-1. Three games to 1 in the regular season because this is a different animal.
100%.
Everybody starts 0-0, right? Lineups, rotations are different. Everything is tighter. You play a half-court game. But again, the Knicks, I think getting that first game, and I think back to different series had that ball not been tipped. That ball not been tipped, and Bogdanovich gets it and shoots the 3 and makes it, and then the series changed from that point on. So we're not going to have those mistakes. We're not going to have, we're not going to give up that momentum this time around. So getting that first game is critical.
And
you got Josh Hart.
As great as Brunson is, it's personal. It's personal because he's coming off of the greatest season he ever had, and he's got to answer questions about Mark Cuban talking about his father right before the playoffs. And he didn't make the All-Star team.
And he should have.
And there's more than that. There's more than that, right? Josh Hart.
He's not gonna say a thing. He's only gonna see it in his play, man. Look.
There's a lot. There's a lot there. You know what I'm saying? You got Johnny Bryant and Donovan Mitchell connection, right? You got Donovan Mitchell being good boys with Josh Hart, obviously being real close with Brunson. So you got this all there
Hart's
too.
first playoff.
Yep, Hart's first.
And the guys been playing like he plays in the playoffs every year. I didn't know that was his first playoffs.
Yeah, you can't tell. He's so solid. You can't.
I have a question for you guys.
He's what we wanted Courtney Lee to be.
For sure. I got a question for you guys.
Sir.
Does Donovan ask for a trade if they lose this series?
I don't think so.
No,
he's a straight up dude.
All right, it's my turn. I know I blew my first turn with that nonsense, but no. And I'll tell you why. This is going to become what the Wizards' Cavs was back when LeBron and Gilbert Arenas and them was going toe-to-toe. This is going to be something. This is going to be something for the next couple. Donovan ain't going to leave because he's going to get pushed by us in a way he's never been pushed before. We gon' win. Do you not see what my change my name says?
Knicks in 6.
Coach Fah agrees. Knicks in 6, baby. And again, my thing is this. You guys were all over it with the matchups. So many cancellations. It's ridiculous. But, I mean, and y'all haven't really even talked about Evan Mobley. You know what I mean?
No, we haven't talked about RJ.
There you go. Like I said, cancellations. Now, where the cancellations cease is, did y'all not see the commercial about the red do-rag? The last 3 games, 4 games of the season were the most important minutes for Obi Toppin. Because he finally decided to do what I've been asking him to do all goddamn season. Get out the damn corner. Put it on the floor. Go to the paint. Use your size. Use your athleticism. Show these jokes. Be Julius Randle second. Be that guy off the bench so they can't relax. And he did that.
Yeah, but Fah, he wasn't afraid of getting pulled. That's the difference.
But it's playoffs. It ain't about getting pulled now.
Yeah, there's moments
he
in the last
learned the
playoffs.
lessons. He learned the lessons he needed to learn.
He did, Jay.
So it's not about getting pulled anymore.
He's not scared of the lights.
Right. And that's what Tibbs needed to see. Y'all got to understand about Tibbs. Tibbs will play you when he sees you make the quote-unquote markers in his head that he needs you to make. But when you make them, look at IQ. We thought IQ wasn't going to get no burn. And he's getting all the burn.
Nah, he been teaching
He's
Pep
30
since
plus.
day one.
Obi's looking a lot more like Dayton Obi since
Right.
Randall.
And
went
that's
down.
what we need him to
He's putting the
be.
ball on the floor more.
And he's going back to Ohio. He might want to show out.
Oh, stop.
Again.
Yo, the
Again.
narratives. Can I say one
Lee
thing?
with the bomb.
You were saying that Josh Hart is who they wanted Courtney Lee to be.
Yes.
Can I say Isaiah Hartenstein is who Joakim Noah was supposed to be?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. That's
With the
exactly
passes,
who. Yes.
Yeah.
with the threat of a shot.
Or better yet,
Rebounds with
Andrea
defense.
Bagliani.
Oh God, no.
That's too far. That's too far.
No.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
No.
Yo,
My
I
speaker
gotta
got
be
the
out,
ball
man.
because I said
And
his
you're gonna
name.
leave me with that.
No.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm
so
going back to Jay. I'm going back to Jay.
Okay. So all right.
I need that energy.
All right,
Yes.
Danny B got to roll, so you know I gotta leave out with a commercial because I can't just walk out. So I gotta go to commercial break.
Yo, my
But
man.
you know
Shout out
this
to
was gonna be.
Latrell Sprewell in the chat,
Yo,
man.
Indeed, big
You got any,
Latrell
you got
holding
any of
it
that?
down.
You got any of that? Emmanuel Quickly #5.
Oh my gosh, I don't have that one uploaded. You know what, man, you done did it. But you know what? Since we don't have any of that, I got some cereal.
I'm in it. I'm hungry, man.
It's the fourth quarter. We're down by 1. No seconds left. And you gotta eat your breakfast. So what you gotta get is that RJ Barrett crunch time. That's right, boys and girls, it's crunch time. Get your wonderful breakfast on right before school. You're not gonna be late because the food is gonna just devour itself and just evaporate right in your mouth and give you all the nutrition you need because it's crunch time. That's right. RJ Barrett, crunch time, straight from Kellogg's and them. The folks that gave you them Rice Krispies and things. You feel me? Crunch time, baby. Go get you a bowl, go get you 2. Go win for your team, win for your school. Crunch time.
And we are back.
RJ's
Yeah.
tongue gonna take it
so-
personal too.
No doubt. No doubt.
Oh
He's
yeah.
got a spell,
All that talking.
Randall's
And
gonna
he's
take
that
it personal
dude that-
too.
If he plays.
Dude, I'm so
When he
excited.
plays.
No,
When he plays.
I mean, even if he don't play even if Randall don't play in the first game,
See, here's the thing.
I'm
I don't
good.
want him to play in the first game. I don't want him to play in the first 2 games.
I want us to win without
You
him.
want to
so
win?
that
You
when
want to
it
win in
comes-
4 without Randall?
Yup.
No,
that
you know
crazy.
why, Jay? You know why that's going to be a terrible idea? Because people are going to be like, "See, we should have traded him. We should have gotten rid of him.
true. The
We
Nick
could win
haters,
without
the
him."
Nick
Yeah, all right,
too.
so let him come in game 2. Let us scrape out game 1 without him. He comes through in game 2, and it's like, all right, yeah, now what? And then we get to go home.
Yeah, I'm with you. But here's what that's gonna sound like, right?
Okay.
It's gonna be like, see, we won without him, and he came back in game 2 and we lost, and then it's gonna be a whole mess.
Obi. Watch. So, all right. So, we believe that they are definitely winning in that first round. At this point in time, I don't want to go any further.
Okay.
Let's win the first round because we got to talk some shit before the show over. So we gonna go into the NBA awards. Now everybody know the special the ones that everybody talk about all the time. Most valuable player. You know,
I'm out
all
because
that
I don't
good
watch
stuff.
anybody else but the Knicks, so I can't.
Bang.
Okay.
So who do you think the most improved player this year is?
Got to be marketing.
You think so?
Yeah, because he was ass, and then all of a
He
sudden,
was ass.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden, he makes.
Marketing
I don't know
is making them look stupid for not trading Mobley instead.
Fair.
Ooh,
Yeah, but he was a rookie first round pick. That's why they didn't trade him.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, marketing.
This is
I like
my
that
vote.
too.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I don't think I don't think Brunson's most improved.
His numbers are. That's the only difference.
Well, yeah, his numbers are, but like
that's the way he plays. I feel you.
I really felt like Brunson was him in Dallas, low key.
He was
since the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what like people are like, yo, can you believe Brunson? I'm like, yeah. So I was watching Brunson the whole time in the playoffs. Like, oh word.
I didn't
Rick
watch the
Son
playoffs
gets
at
down
all.
like that. Oh word.
I didn't watch the playoffs at all. I saw him at Villanova. I went to several Villanova games, and watched him and Mikal Bridges. I thought Bridges was the best player. He's the guy I wanted. I thought he was the best player I had ever seen. And it looked like in college, it looked always like Jalen Brunson had to work so hard for his points. And Mikal Bridges scored efficiently and effortlessly. And that's why I didn't like Jalen Brunson coming in. I'm not coming in, but coming over to the Knicks. And I did not watch the series last year. But I can admit I was so wrong. I love him. I'm glad that he's on the Knicks.
That's my
homie. Right, though. You know why you were right? Because he does work so hard for his points.
Yes,
so hard.
But it's like there's an effort level and a skill and a craftsmanship, the footwork.
That he's at that a lot of folk are not at.
If he keeps this up in New York, we're gonna be talking about the footwork the way we talk about Kyrie's handle.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? And like as much as we love Kyrie's handle, I don't think we appreciate the footwork. Brunson is like it's gonna be the reverse. As much as we appreciate his footwork, we're sleeping on his handle. But he gets wherever he wants to get.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every
time. And he puts the defender where he wants the defender to be.
Every time. I mean, you're talking about a guy who is literally a craftsman at what he does.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Master craftsman, straight up. So, all right, you know what? I was gonna go MVP and all that, but let's take it a different route. Some people might say this is the same award, but I don't believe so. So let's just start with the Mr. Glass Street Clothes Award.
Oh no.
That used to be my man Derrick Rose every year.
Yes, fair.
He graduated from that. Shout out to him. But it's got to be Zion.
Shout out to him.
Zion, yeah.
Okay. So I did a Twitter poll on this. I actually did a Twitter poll on this, and I'm going to the page right now, ladies and gentlemen, to see what the final synopsis was. But I kind of have a feeling. Oh, and there it is.
Was KD in the poll?
KD was not in the poll. The 4 people in the poll was Chris Middleton, Lonzo Ball, Zion, and Ben.
Oh, well. Ben.
Now, it actually
Ben's more like the other guy in the movie with the different personalities.
Yes. Oh, God. Well played, Split. Well played. Now, I'm looking, and it actually ended up being Ben Simmons and Zion was tied. Wow. 45.5% of the vote.
Wow.
As Mr. Glass. So I'm going to go actually with Ben for Mr. Glass because as we saw, and sidebar, one of the stupidest things you could ever see in life, Zion Williamson dunking in a layup line when his team lost by 5.
Crazy.
I don't even want to. We'll talk about that next show.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
That was wild.
You know what I mean? If you hurt or can't really play, don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah.
And Ben Simmons was like, hey, I could play 12 games. Oh, my back hurt. And you ain't seen him since.
I think that's low-key a coach's decision, though. I think Zion just knows what's up. No,
that's Ben.
Ben, yeah.
Now, I put Ben on the Mr. Glass.
I saw Ben in a couple games this year, and he was being himself. Like,
I think that's his injury.
I like him. I like him. I still like him, man.
Still like
Ben? Yeah, it's hard to play with a bad. It's hard to do anything with a bad bat.
No, it's true. It's
And at
true.
least he tried to go. It wasn't
Okay.
like Zion that he didn't try to go at all, except in the layup
Again.
line.
Yeah, see, again, that layup line makes Zion look real bad right now.
I just remember Ben Simmons being R.J. Barrett's worst nightmare in his rookie year, and I'm
Fair.
like, what happened to that guy? Where's that
Well,
guy?
that guy didn't have to shoot free throws or a three to win a championship. So that guy. Now, speaking of which, here's the next award.
Most
Most disappointing.
Yes. See, I got fire awards.
Yeah.
I
Most
think
disappointing.
Zion to me kind of won that over when I saw him in the layup line when the team needed him. Until I saw that footage, it was going to be somebody else. But when I saw that, it kind of,
Let me look at the standings. That'll tell me what it is.
I mean, you can't put AD there because he was actually kind of healthy this year. And he was putting up some really, really dominant performances.
Most disappointing has got to be Kyle Lowry.
That's interesting.
It's
Because
gotta
that
be
would
Kyle
mean that
Lowry.
somebody actually believed that he could do something in the first place.
Well, there to help get them over the hump.
The Humpty Hump?
He was supposed to be that guy.
He was supposed to be that guy that would help Jimmy,
Fair.
and
Fair.
help lead the way.
Fair.
And then he didn't do anything.
He needed DeMar DeRozan's daughter to scream for free throws.
Man.
Okay, so we got one vote for Kyle Lowry.
My most disappointing, I ain't gonna front, full disclosure, is Cam Reddish. I thought that dude.
That's fair. That's wild fair. I can't be mad at that.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
I
I
was
kind of
gonna
expected
say-
more from him too.
I'm gonna pull a dark horse out of most disappointing, and it's not even his fault. But I'm gonna go with Dame Lillard.
Dang.
Only because
Going for
he
the
should have
champion.
asked for a trade. all of this, Portland loyalty, whatnot, man. I'm just like, yo, that's beautiful, but come on, man.
I feel
You
you, but
deserve
people,
better. But also, low key, Portland needs to let that go, man. Like,
Right.
It's on
I think
Portland.
it's-
they're
it's on
supposed to be
Portland now.
rebuilding right now. You can't rebuild with a
But
star.
honestly, dude,
and
they've
all of
been
that loyalty.
rebuilding since LaMarcus Aldridge left.
I mean, they've been.
They've never really tried to put together a championship team after Brandon Roy and Greg Oden got
But
hurt.
what I'm saying is,
It's
if
terrible.
you're gonna
bad
keep
luck.
Dame Lillard,
They had some bad luck.
you gotta build around Dame Lillard, and it can't just be a young rebuilding thing. If you're gonna rebuild, you gotta let him go, whether he wants it or not. You know what I'm saying?
All I know is that right now I wish I was Lee because he outside in New York chilling and just hopped in the woods. You know what I mean? Like that's so New York life right now. It's like 11 o'clock. It's dark. It's warm outside. I'm gonna get in the car.
Right.
I got
Yeah,
appreciation
back
for
home.
that. I got so much appreciation for that.
No doubt.
And now he about to be Knicks Minute Live. How he started with me in the car. This is amazing. We doing everything, and it's beautiful.
But yeah, I think my thing about Dame is like I'm more disappointed for him than disappointed in him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what that's about.
I feel you, and I respect that. So for right now, that's the last of my NBA awards. I'm gonna do. Those were the spicy ones. You know what I mean? I honestly think Mike Brown, my bad, should win Coach of the Year for what he did with Sacramento. 'Cause
Word.
that was amazing, and look where they are. And great job over there. Sixth Man of the Year is IQ. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And I was going to clown this dude, but quite honestly, Kyle Anderson took the title the minute he had that turnover that lost the game for them. What kind of leadership is that, Kyle Anderson?
Yeah, I'm always gonna go hard for Kyle Anderson because he coached my son at a clinic. So I'm always gonna give it up for Slow Mo.
And I'm always gonna laugh at him because I ain't got no attachment.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, we leaving on the TONY tip. Big shouts to Slow Mo, who fumbled the ball and lost the game. But he's a good coach for the kids, so right
there you
on.
go.
Yeah.
Knicks, don't make us out to be suckers.
That's right.
Twitter will love to use this show as a receipt.
I don't care.
I don't care either. Between 4 and 6. Bang. Between 4 and 6. That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for hanging out with us. Take care. Peace. Playoff Saturday, baby. Be there or be...
From Iraq to Kuwait, word up, that's the station. Regulation, CNN, Channel 10, once again, walk. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer cop, me and you got big, I got big. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer cop, me and you got big, I got big. Yo, niggas try to shit on me and make history, supposedly. I was the man that was supposed to be the head of the clique. Lip seal, no niggas snitch. On my thigh, I smoke bogey, swore like Shinobi. Shoot up your block to make you know me. You ain't ready yet, slow down and recollect. Stay in the car, I'll start for law body set. Yo, Allah who act ball, look Paul, now I'm set. Academic cooler system, yo, the tech glisten.